Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly general reading for the week of June 14th through June 20th, 2021. Just gonna pull a card for each day, see what's going on and how we're feeling, how we're doing that day. Coming towards the end of the retrograde here. So that's nice. And let's go ahead and get started. So for Monday, June 14th, we have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. So the Ace of Swords in the upright is clarity. Okay, it's a good and clear idea. It's clear communication. Sorry about the noise. I live in a busy street, so. But yeah, so clear communication, clear mindset, clear intentions, ideas, like I've mentioned. I mean, there's a lot of clarity here, a lot of truth as well. It's like you all of a sudden have either epiphanies or just understand something very clearly, or understand someone. Information that is given you can be actually trusted on this day, even if we're doing a retrograde, because it's the Ace of Swords. So things are in your favor on this day when it comes down to receiving information. Is it legit? Is it not? Someone telling you something, is it legit? Is it not? Can you trust yourself right now? Your mindset, is it just random thoughts? Is it true thoughts? Don't mind my dog in the background choking here, but yeah. So, it's like things are pretty clear. I think you get it, right? You get something 100%. For Tuesday, we have the Eight of Wands. So this can correlate to the Ace of Swords, but we'll see in a minute. But for Tuesday, we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands talks about fast communication, or just a lot of communication, or just communication in general. There's definitely some messaging here. Someone will be reaching out, whether it's you or another person. But regardless, there is communication here. Things are being said, and if it's anywhere linked up to the Ace of Swords, is very clear and it's very honest and very straightforward. So there's some communicating here in regards to something that's been on our mind that needs to be said and shared with, right? Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. So this can have something to do with emotions, something that has been bothering you, or not bothering you, but just been kind of sitting within you. It's like something you've been maybe contemplating on, debating between, like, can your heart and your mind agree on something, right? And it's like, finally, I think what it looks like to me, it's like you've been doing a lot of like hermit mode. I feel like you've been trying to figure things out and trying to look within, and your emotions and your feelings and everything, and trying to make sense out of things. And I think, like, you just have, like I said, an epiphany, or you just get an idea, or you just finally make a decision. You're like, you know what, this is it. You finally find something where your gut and your mind can agree on, right? So it can deal with emotion on anything. It doesn't have to be love, but it can be, absolutely, or it can be anything that you just been kind of second guessing yourself, and were trying to give yourself a moment, and finally said, you know what, this is it. I'm gonna go with it. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. So Nine of Cups. Okay, so now we're talking, Leo. So Nine of Cups is the wish card, and it's in the upright. So that means we are having a wish here fulfilled, or something you want to manifest is coming through, or in the works. It's like you're really putting out good energy. I feel like you're really making some type of initiation here. We are wrapping up Gemini season, and then we will be going to Cancer season, which is your 12th house, which is right before your birthday, getting ready for it. And the 12th house is very important, because the 12th house is very spiritual. It's the Pisces house. So a lot of things that are meaningful and are just part of your path really start to surface here. a lot of it. So you know, it's almost like the answers that I feel sometimes we look for kind of happen during this time in the 12th house energy. It's just like we just feel this confirmation within us that like nobody can possibly understand but us, right? So I just feel like you've been wishing upon something and you're hoping to get a yes here, and you're going for it. So it looks pretty good so far. So let's see what we have for Wednesday. For Wednesday, did I not just say the Hermit? Ooh, okay, all right. So the Hermit, okay, Major Arcana card. I'm not sure. I think the Hermit might have came up for you before. I'm not too sure, but regardless, it's here in this reading. So, and it's in the upright, and it's a Major Arcana. Again, like I said, we're wrapping up Gemini season. We're going into your 12th house. You've probably already been doing this, but it's going to be even more emphasized where we are going within. I know that sounds so annoying. What do you mean by that? It just means that we're on quiet mode and trying to listen more our intuition versus our thoughts. Remember, intuition and thoughts can be mistaken a lot, you know. It's very normal. I get it mistaken all the time. Sometimes what is a thought and what is my intuition, you know, like, because they're both kind of talk to me in the same way. They both kind of come up as thoughts, right? It's like they're both, I don't know, too similar. So the Hermit mode really tells you it's time to take a time out with everything in life. You know, if you were being social because you were just in your 11th house with friendships and just, you know, being a little bit more of a social butterfly, getting to know more people, whatever the case may be. Not saying you cannot still do that. It's just that we're going now into a phase, into a time where it's time to schedule more time for us than usual. You know, maybe we could have been very focused on work and then friends and social settings and stuff like that. Now it's like it's time to look within. There's a lot of things going on here, and in order for you to know the right direction, you kind of have to, you know, stay quiet and kind of like listen to life, listen to how things, and see how things play out, right? It's like almost like in a way of a standstill, just taking time out, taking a nap, writing things down, listening to your favorite artist, you know, doing things that just allows you to connect with you, whatever that may be. Maybe it's just working out, whatever it is, but maybe it's more of that during this time. It's more of spiritual work as well. Maybe you want to get a tarot reading, or you want to go to church, or you want to you know, learn about astrology, or maybe you just want to have heart-to-heart conversations. Maybe you just want a lot of inspiration around you right now, a lot of positivity. Not like you normally don't, but you know, there's a bigger emphasis right now. I feel like you feel a slight or maybe major change coming, and it's like the universe is confirming that with the Hermit card. Like, yes, it is time to listen. I want to talk to you, right? It's the universe like, I want to talk to you, but I need you to quiet down your life so that you can listen what I'm trying to tell you here. So let's clarify the Hermit. Okay, so Two of Pentacles. So two options here, two long-term options. This could be something financial, maybe two different investments, you know, two things you maybe want to purchase, maybe you want to move, maybe you want to get a car, get a home, get a, you know, I don't know, an essential of some sort, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's a person, maybe you want to switch jobs, careers, you know, whatever the case is something that you want to be long term. These two options are long term and could possibly make you some money. Or maybe you're just trying to save your money. I feel like there's money involved here in some way, some type of like investment possibly, but I feel like you will also be getting money in return, whatever that may be. But regardless, I feel like it's two solid options that you're just kind of juggling between, right? Maybe it's marriage for some. Maybe it's I don't know, only you would know, Leo, but I don't feel like it's ideas for sure. I feel like it's two options that are solid, and you're just trying to figure out what to do with it, what to pick, what to go for, where should you invest your time and money in. Like, you know, it's they're solid things. They're not just like guesses or ideas or hopes and wishes. Like, it's two strong things that you're juggling here. So let's go ahead and do Thursday. We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so we're seeing some cups, some swords, some pentacles, mostly cups and pentacles, but regardless, Six of Pentacles talks about an even give and take. So again, this can kind of reminds me a little bit of, like I was just talking about, the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to go within and pick an option here that's going to better benefit you, where you don't feel like you're not going to lose anything, especially you know, with money or whatnot. I feel like you no longer want to be someone that I feel like for some of you, the only provider. That's kind of what I'm getting. But regardless, I feel like you definitely want some type of equalness here. Whatever you're trying to figure out and trying to make a decision on, and you're taking your time on, I feel like it's because you want it to be beneficial for you, obviously, in the future, where it's very fair and equal. Maybe you didn't really have that before, or you do and you want to continue that now. But regardless, your objective here, I feel like you're big about fairness, right? It's like there's you know, two guys here, and you know, one's not really getting fed and the other one is, and then the other one's providing. So there's just like much going on here, you know. So I feel like you want something fair, something that makes sense to you, and definitely nowhere near loss, right? So it's like better than where you've been at, but still some type of fairness here, I feel. Let's clarify. Two of Wands. So again, twos and twos. So we definitely have some choices here. Two of Wands talks about passion. So, you know, there's something here that you're trying to make a decision on. Again, you know, you're really in your head about this midweek. I feel honestly all week, probably already been, even before this week. But it's two things that I feel like will bring you a lot of passion. I feel like you're almost waiting for the answer to just come to you. These two options could take you places. Maybe again, a change of location for some, but I definitely feel like you're really weighing out your options. You're really looking into the future to see how either one will play out. You can be choosing between two people, but I feel like it's more money related and just personal and investments and just, I feel like you're the topic here, you know. It's like you're trying to figure out your life here for sure, and you're really stuck here. It's like there's this energy of really in your head about picking something. I don't feel like you're losing sleep over it, not that type of in your head, but you're definitely like thinking about it a lot, right? Because these twos keep coming up. So let's see what Friday brings. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So Five of Pentacles in reverse talks about not being left out in the cold, but it can also talk about some type of loss that you could have either previously went through, or that's what you're avoiding in the future, like I've mentioned earlier. But this is, I feel like you're trying to regain something, okay? I feel like you're trying to find your way back into feeling your full potential, your full happy self, you know. There's something off about these Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you've been left down in the dumps. You've been through maybe a financial hardship. Maybe you've been in a place where you didn't have much, or you just recently are recovering from that, you know. So maybe that's why you're in your head a lot about this, and maybe you're trying to think about an investment, maybe you're trying to think about better ways to make money, maybe you're trying to think about a better living situation for yourself, a better career. But definitely there's like a loss here at some point that you're recovering from. Let's clarify. Okay, so 301. So maybe you were waiting on something and it just never came through, or you are out of patience and you're just gonna like push forward, because the 301s in reverse, in the upright it talks about waiting on your ships to come in, you're being patient, you're looking out to the future, you know, you're like, all right, I got this, you know, trying to have some faith here. But when it's in reverse, it talks about maybe those ships never came in, maybe you lost the patience, maybe you're like done hoping and wishing and you're trying to do something about it this time, right? So with that clarifying, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, it just tells me like you're done pouting. I feel like you're done crying a river, you're done like being stuck, you're done like waiting on something, like I'm gonna dig my way out of this, I'm gonna figure it out, and that's it. Like that's all, that's it, like it's a wrap, I'm going forward with this, whatever this all of a sudden urge that you got here, it's like you're definitely going with it 100%. For Saturday, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. So this could mean for some of you that you have some type of disconnect or fallout with someone that at some point you cared for, or probably still care for, but definitely some type of disconnect here. You know, again, we're still in this retrograde until the 22nd. So for Saturday, it's like there's a disconnection. This can talk about separation. This can be with someone. This is maybe you're trying to, you know, venture out on your own from a relationship, and a relationship that wasn't 100% giving, or maybe you weren't 100% giving, or maybe you don't really know or remember how to be on your own again, or maybe you were avoiding that, or you were second guessing that, or you weren't too sure about it. And again, this is for some of you, and you're weighing out your options, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to go on my own. I can't bring this person with me. I can't, you know, this person's hurting me more than helping me. So it is what it is. For others, I feel like this is a disappointment, you know, which can be for everybody, but there's a disconnect here that you realize with an individual or with something that you were passionate about, but there's 100% a disconnect with the word I'm mainly getting with this. Let's clarify. Yeah, with the 5 of Cups in the upright, you know, it's like crying over spilled milk. You know, a little bit of self-pity, a little bit of like, oh my god, why me again? Like, this sucks so bad. Like, this is, I'm over it, you know. But he's crying over 3 cups that are already spilled when there's 2 here. So there could be more potential around you, but you got your back towards it, you know. It's like, how do you know if you're not really paying attention what's out there, you know? So you're focused on other things that already happened. It is what it is. But there's still more to life, and there's these 2 cups. Like, what about us? What do you mean? You know? So I feel like you were down in the dumps about a connection with something, and you just have gotten disappointed, and you just like, you got to keep pushing forward now. For Sunday, it's the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So usually, you know, the 6 of Pentacles in the upright is like my single card, happy, content, confident within yourself, self-care, you know, just like you're financially good, you know your value. But when it's reversed, it's like we're lacking that confidence. Maybe we feel like financially we're not as good when we're single than when we're in a relationship. Maybe right now this could be a little bit of a loss, you know, or whatever, or it was, right? And you're trying to come out of that. But regardless, it's like we need some extra attention and nurturing to ourselves here. I feel like you feel burdensome a little bit. I just feel like you're lacking some type of confidence within yourself, which is understandable when you just went through something with someone, or a tough situation you're coming out of, maybe financially, career wise, whatever it is, only you know. But you know, it's very understandable. Let's go ahead and clarify. The Devil. Wow. So you know, this is, I feel like someone's making this difficult for you for no apparent reason either. I feel like someone knows that they got you, and because they've done it for a while, or they just have done it in the past, and I feel like they've left you, like they're giving you a hard time being single. Okay, for some of you, it's clear that you were in a relationship and you're trying to get out of it, and they're giving you a hard time. You know, they could be, I don't want to use the word obsessed with the devil, because I feel like everybody uses that word, and not that it's not true, but it's not always true. I feel like they're just being stubborn here, and they're just kind of maybe being even manipulative. Somebody here has made you feel like not very confident, not yourself, almost like you can't do this without me, is what I'm getting, you know. This, for others of you, could be you yourself. It's like you are feeling like you can't do this without them, or you're just feeling like you're not worthy all of a sudden, like things are not working out, what's going on. I feel like, you know, you could be in your head about things. So don't do that. Obviously, you're worth a lot. You know, hard times, we all go through them, but we can and will come out of this. So this is this week's energy. Don't let that devil energy get to you. Being single is a beautiful thing. Doing things on your own is a beautiful thing. Your ideas are great. It's in the Ace of Swords and the upright for a reason. Maybe you didn't get support from a person or individual that you hoped for, and you're kind of like, you know, in your head about it, and maybe being narcissistic towards yourself or someone doing that to you. But that energy doesn't get you anywhere, Leo, and you know that. So don't let it sit with you. You know, feelings are valid, but don't let it marinate. Don't let it sit there and do its thing, because nothing good ever comes out of that. You know, beat that funk. So at the bottom of the deck, it's the Emperor in reverse. So this talks about, you know, could be a boss here or whatever, but it talks about someone that is overusing their power, which reminds me of the Devil card. Overusing their power and being maybe even getting pleasure out of just being a jerk, you know. If this is you, obviously I don't recommend this, like you're better than that. But if this is somebody else, I would steer clear from that, because I feel like you are trying to get to a good place here, but there's some blockages, you know. It's like it's sad, because you wouldn't think that these were the blockages you'd come across, but it's life, it happens. So, you know, don't let these blockages stop you, because I feel like your energy is good and it's going towards something good, but you know, you gotta kind of like tippy toe these little, you know, immature energies that just don't know any better, you know, and you do. I feel like you know better. So sometimes you can be too stubborn, sometimes you guys can easily feel bad, sometimes you guys can lack the confidence, but I feel like it's pointless, because you know your worth, and you always come back to feeling like yourself. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to maneuver through this. I feel like for the most part you're trying to use your head and your better judgment for things, so I would keep pushing forward with that. And with that, I will leave you this week, and I will see you next week, Leo. Bye.